You're Perp back with another video. Just got done watching episode 4 of season 1 of Chucky, and things have gotten very interesting in this episode. A lot of different turns that I did not expect to see that soon, because I didn't check out the previews or anything, but I did suspect certain things. I think a lot of things went over my head. I don't think they explained them or anything like that. As far as like Junior and everything, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at PerpMinder420. With all that being said, let's get right into it and we can kind of break it all down. So Jake goes to the hospital because he realizes, man, this got really bad. Lexi's house is pretty much burnt to a crisp, not all the way burnt down, but it's pretty badly damaged. Checks up on Devin, make sure he's all good. Sees his cousin there, Junior. He's surrounded by all his loved ones, and nobody seems to be paying attention to where Jake's whereabouts are, really cares about what Jake is up to. But he gets pulled up on by Lexi, and Lexi's like, yo, what is going on? And this is where Jake confesses to the whole thing, and I'm just like, wow, that was quick. And Lexi thinks that she could go around just telling whoever, but then Jake clearly lets her know, like, yo, people are going to think that you're crazy. They might put you in the nut house, so it's better that just me and you know about this and nobody else. Going over to Devin and his mom, they're having this conversation. She starts to ask the right questions. You know, she's doing her job. She's trying to get to the bottom of this. Starts to ask about Jake and his doll, Chucky. And, you know, Devin's trying to just protect Jake any way that he could possibly can. So he's just going to completely deflect her questions and whatnot. And I really think that Devin's mom's going to be in trouble probably later on in the season, or maybe they're going to set that up for a future season. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Now, I really like in this episode how we're starting to see Lexi kind of self-reflect and start to look at what she's kind of done, and, you know, start to look at herself a little bit, because at first she's like blaming Jake, but then her parents throw it back at her like, yo, you know, you need to leave Jake alone. And this is mostly due to the parents. This is the parents' fault for letting these kids just run rampant and stuff. And I like that one scene we'll get to that when it comes up. But then we get another scene of Jake talking to Devin, and Devin's pretty much kind of letting Jake know, like, yo, Oliver died from stab wounds and stuff like that. So with Jake, you can't take Jake nowhere. You can't do a crime with Jake at all, because his facial expressions and just the way he moves, and just if you ask him any little question, like, it's a dead giveaway. He's lying. He's trying to hide something, and he doesn't do a good job of hiding the truth or anything like that. It's pretty much like in plain sight. And I don't know if that's on purpose by the actor or something like that, but I could see that being somewhat of a negative or a nitpick for some people. So let's talk about this scene right here with the parents kind of going back at one another. Also, I really want to see what Jake's aunt, or I guess you could say it's Junior's mom. I'm pretty sure that's the mom, or if that's the stepmom. I don't know if they made that clear or not. I'm pretty sure that's just his mom. I don't know. I'm curious to see what she's hiding, because anytime we see her kind of talk or see her kind of interact with certain things, she doesn't have the same reaction as Logan. And that's very fascinating to me, and I'm wondering exactly what is her little secret and when we will get that reveal. So the parents are going back and forth with each other, like kind of placing blame on each other's kids and stuff like that. And it's an interesting thing that Lexi's dad finally he kind of speaks up, just like Logan says. And he says, you're putting so much pressure on your kid because you didn't get to live out, you're living your glory days through your kid. And that's some true shit, because we get a scene of Junior and his father talking, and his father saying, like, do you really want this? Because you could just say no, knowing that Junior doesn't want to let his dad down, or he doesn't know exactly how he's going to react. This could be honestly the evil twin. This could honestly be the one we gotta look out for. I think they're doing a lot of misleading things with his character on purpose. Let me know how you guys feel about that, with just Junior's parents, because I feel like they have a lot more skeletons in their closets. Going over to Devin, though, being the kind of crime podcaster, he already kind of has this niche for this. He starts to kind of look more into this doll and finds all this information. You got Tiffany Valentine popping up. You got Nika, which we will see those characters somewhere along the lines in this first season. Don't know exactly what their plans are, because we know that Chucky is in Nika's body. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. We also get some more flashbacks, which I like how they're integrating these flashbacks. I would want to get one episode where we just stay in the flashback, but we get introduced to one of the guys from the original movies, his boy Eddie, what I'm saying? And I like these little tie-ins and these little Easter eggs that they're putting in. So now, getting to the most interesting kind of team up, we have Lexi and Jake kind of putting things aside for now. I don't know how long this is going to last, but they got to work together to kind of stop Chucky. So they decide to kind of work together, go to the house to make sure that he is really gone and he's really dead. And they have this conversation, this back and forth conversation, and Jake just gets really angry with Lexi, because Lexi kind of just acts really dumb at sometimes, saying like, why would you want to kill me? Why would you want to go that far just to kill me? And it's just like, are you serious? Like, you dressed up as this kid's dead dad and you expect him not to be angry, and you treat him like shit. And I like that we have this moment where Jake could have literally went full heel or went a good guy, and he decided to do the right thing and save Lexi and not drop her to her death, because Chucky's there. His face is half burnt, so he's definitely gonna have to get another doll. I kind of like the burnt face. It's kind of goofy. It's really like weird. The one Detective Evans' partner shows up and says, hey, yo, you guys can't be here. I need to take this doll back to the station. Caroline's parents been asking about it and whatnot. Really interesting things are going on. So they get back to the hospital. Jake gets kind of pulled to the side to get questioned while Lexi goes back into the hospital. And you know what? Rewatching this episode, or rewatching these 3 episodes, you could really tell that Lexi really cares about her sister's well-being. You know what I'm saying? So she runs into Devin, and Devin's like, come in my room. We got to talk about this whole Chucky situation. While that's going on, you got the detective's partner, I forget his name, just being a fat ass, just eating donuts, getting crumbs on Chucky and stuff like that, eating cookies, just being a fucking greedy slob. And he ends up getting stabbed and getting killed pretty brutally with some needles and stuff. And yeah, let me know how you guys feel about that kill. Do you feel like it was kind of weak? They could have done something more creative with that. I still think episode 2 has my favorite kill with the maid. Let me know how you guys feel about that. So Devin has a whole conversation with Lexi about Chucky and his past and the doll, and how he possibly transferred his soul into the doll, and it was like this urban legend and stuff like that. She was completely oblivious to the whole source of all this stuff. But she believes him because, you know, she's seen Chucky come to life. And I'm curious to see where this all goes, because as Jake is getting interrogated, which I tell you, when you look at this kid's facial expressions, like, he cannot hold in a lie, or he cannot tell a lie. He could just break at any moment. Like, look how quick he told Lexi about the whole situation. And it's going to be interesting to see how that all kind of comes together, because I feel like she's going to be the one that puts two and two together, that Jake is the one that is behind these killings, or that's what Chucky's going to make it seem like. So before she can get any more answers out of Jake, there's been an emergency. Caroline's plug's been pulled, so they have to quickly kind of get things back set up. And Chucky lets it be known, like, I'm here to stay, gives them the middle finger. They find the dead body, and that's the episode. So now Jake, Devin, and Lexi all know about Chucky. Very Stranger Things like. You're going to have these three team up. Most likely Junior too. They're going to have to tell Junior, and they're going to have to stop Chucky. This was a really interesting episode, because I was thinking that they're going to go full-on villain with Jake's character. I would have loved to see that, but I guess they want to go in a completely different direction. How do y'all feel about this episode? Was it satisfying? Disappointing? Till next week, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.